I don't know. I never. I'm sure probably you guys could tell, but George Lopez show initially huge influence on me.
Really?
Comedically, the George Lopez show is so good.
The one with the Lowrider theme song?
Yeah, dude, the one with Nick Offerman in it.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Offerman was in the George. I never watched the George Lopez show.
I watched the shit out of it.
I watched the shit out of it. I remember it was some of my fondest Ramadan memories for watching the George Lopez show, right? Just after sundown.
I don't think there's a family sitcom I ever liked.
Oh,
Really?
dude.
George Lopez kicks ass.
I've never liked children in a show.
Chicanos like Tyler and I appreciated what George Lopez did. Well, I was treated as a Chicano, so you got to understand I related a little to the show.
In this room, you are the most Chicano-looking brother.
That's true. Yeah.
Or hermano.
Much of my years were spent basically being a young Chicano man.
Sure.
Post 9/11. So,
but would you say culturally the one you know the most about that's not your own is Korean? Would you say that's the one you have the deepest knowledge?
Korean and, well, do you consider white a culture? Because I do know a lot about the Constitution.
I believe
the
it's
Magna Carta.
Absence of culture.
That's what, you know what? That's what some people say, but I'm tired of them saying that, dude.
I don't agree either.
I'm tired of the white man being struck down.
I love country music.
Country music kicks ass. Russia rules.
Russia's sick.
Russia's sick.
And that's the motherland of white.
Without a question. Besides Russia, there's all the Western European countries where you could bang chicks and pay them legally.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's fucking rules, dude.
So the whites get to claim prostitution.
Legal
prostitution.
Yeah.
Can we honestly say that? Can we Google? Is there a non-racist way to Google this? What country legalized prostitution first? I'm curious.
Oh, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like Egypt.
We're gonna honor that culture.
Like pre-Muslim Egypt, like ancient Egypt.
Dude, Egypt before Islam used to slap so fucking hard.
Yeah, I believe it.
Stacking triangles and shit all day.
Yeah.
Fucking chicks, worshiping them.
Walking like this.
Walking like this.
Yeah.
Drawing on the wall and communicating with it.
Worshipping cats.
It was fucking sick. It was a fucking wild culture, dude.
I think when you live amongst the largest crocodiles in the world, you're going to live a little free.
It's going to be
free.
free.
You know, at any moment,
yeah,
you could just be taken down into a death roll.
That's no hate, by the way, to the current Islamic Egypt. You got to settle down at some point.
Of course.
At some point, you got to chill.
Yeah, no, this is the adult years.
These are the adult years.
Yeah,
but as a youth,
adolescent Egypt.
Before Egypt was blessed with the knowledge of Prophet Muhammad and his message, alayhi wasalam. I love that you get that you're supposed to whisper it. You can't just say it.
I've watched too many videos to not pick up on that.
It's a lot. It's very funny when you're in a room of people and they all mutter it to themselves.
I know. I have to actually practice in the car whispering it because I know a moment's going to come where I can do that, and I'm going to be so excited that I don't want to be like, peace be on to him.
You might.
You know?
This is going to be like a moment where the year will be 2053. Showbiz will have its first Islamic executive.
Yeah. Barack Obama will be president again. The real one.
The real one.
He'll be out.
He'll be out and come back.
As a Muslim.
And you'll be doing a big deal for a movie. Big picture. 2-picture deal with Brian Vokey. And it's going to come out and it's going to seal your deal.
And yeah, he's going to say, they're going to say Muhammad, I'm going to peace be unto him.
Yeah. This is either going to make your career or you're going to end up in jail for 30 years.
And then me and all the men in the room are going to hold hands and dance in a circle. And that's how we close the deal.
It's not very Islamic, but if they're Arab, it'll roll. If they're Indian, it'll roll. If they're any homophobic culture, it'll roll. Homophobic cultures, for some reason, love dude dancing with dudes
in a circle.
It just slaps.
I think it's fun, man.
It's kind of fun when you're like, listen,
there's
no pressure of sexuality.
Yeah, no sexual tension. I don't have to look good doing it. I don't care what any of you think. I don't want to fuck any of you.
You are absolutely correct. I just realized that actually the sexuality of dancing completely ruins it for
100%.
Guys like me too. I'm going, well, I got to find somebody around my height to dance near. I don't want to look like a child dancing next to his mother.
Do you find that the better the dancing, the harder it is to watch?
Yeah, because it's like you're no longer it's kind of an interesting thing. Almost the same thing with skateboarding, where it's like you're not watching people have fun anymore. You're just watching something hyper technical.
Yeah.
And it seems it's dangerous in a way that you're not comfortable with and unnecessary too.
Yeah, it's very unnecessary. To me, I just get humiliated for the other person when they like get really good at dancing, where they have to like lean forward and snap their heads to the left to the right, whatever, and it's so hard to watch.
Respectfully, because I'm a comedian, you're a comedian. comedian. We're podcasters. Tyler's about to lap us as a comedian.
Yeah, he's got a fire under him I haven't felt in years.
I haven't felt it in years. I see it in me. He feels. I'm proud of my son. You know? But it's a worthless art ultimately.
Yes, 100%.
I think dancing, respectfully, is way more worthless.
I would agree.
And that's what's so uncomfortable about it, is you're watching somebody go, what you're doing is hard. Like,
Right.
that's crazy. Like, the control over this part of your core,
Right.
you have like cobra muscles.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing with it though.
However, I know you're a director of marketing at a company during the day. A best case scenario. So maybe you're at Wendy's.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, man. I think juggling is above both.
I would put juggling above.
Sometimes you will have to carry hot things in your life.
That's true.
And it helps to be able to.
I think a woman, if you were at a bar and one guy was juggling and one guy was being funny, I don't care what women say. I think they fuck the juggler first.
Yeah, I know I would.
I think there's just something. You're right. It's an interesting talent. It's hard. There's maybe some implied ability to play some giant game of bop it with your body. You know, like they can move
Also, like if somebody threw a knife at you, I mean, you're like a talent, like you're unkillable by throwing a knife at them.
Yeah.
Because they'll just catch the handle.
You need 4 knives to get me.
Yeah, at least.
At the 4th knife,
I'm fucked. Fair enough.
I like we're assuming anybody who juggles can juggle a knife. And who are these people throwing knives? But I like
what
it.
is that scenario?
Maybe you're in a country where like there's more knives accessible to bullets, like in Biden's future America.
Yeah. Well, don't look to the future, children. Look to the present. More and more, America's getting into throwing knives and axes. Have you noticed all these places that pop up? These axe throwing places.
There's axe throwing bars.
I think we might need to address that before gun control.
100%.
It seems more dangerous to me that there's a bar that allows you to throw axes.
I have found, you know how they call Texas the Liberty State or whatever?
Yeah.
They always talk about freedom. I found that that's what they mean. When they say freedom, it means you have the right to get shit hammered and throw an axe in a bar.
Yeah.
That's what freedom means.
I resent Texas for trying to own freedom. Nobody can own freedom.
No.
The first state of freedom is up here, baby.
Yep. You could put me in the inner rings of the most high security prison. I'm talking about like that one in Colorado that the Unabombers locked up at.
Yeah, and Chris Watts, I think Chris Watts is up in Wisconsin.
The original World Trade Center bomber, the 93 one is in there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of high names in there. But if you put me in there, if I get to the right headspace, I'll be as free as a bird.
I'll be as free as a fucking bird.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
As long as I'm at peace with myself.
The opposite is true. I'm in America very free.
Yeah.
And I'm in a prison up here.
Yeah.
So either way it goes.
Yeah.
Either way you roll, you know? It's kind of beautiful if you think about it.
I was looking at eggs today, and the cage free is different from free range, right? Cage free is that seems like
legal.
That's like a legal term.
Legal as shit.
What cage free is probably like still pretty brutal. Are they in like ankle bracelets still?
I know Tyler's about to chime in because Tyler as a vegetarian knows this measurement probably by heart. But there's like a legal cage free is legal where you go like
and free range is like socially distanced. They can go 6 feet from each other.
And I bet you cage is like what we say by cage legally as the FDA defines it is any cylindrical column that holds them and it's 3 feet apart and anything less is not cage free.
Right.
But it's is this something like that, Tyler?
I think you guys aren't wrong. But the eggs I buy these called happy eggs, and they have a
they have a picture of a happy egg on it. So
I
how
know
could you
for a
not buy
fact they're 6 square feet per chicken.
Yeah,
and they also have a playground. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy those eggs.
What is a playground?
Like they have like things for them to climb and fuck with whatever chickens are into. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Things to kind of make them happy, I guess. For that, listen, that sounds wonderful.
Honestly,
to me.
though, I used to work on a farm, I worked for a record label that was on a farm, and I would help out with farm stuff, the Orange Twin in Athens, Georgia. And there was free-range chickens, and it's not the existence you would think you'd want because when there's free-range chickens, generally there's a rooster around brutally assaulting all of the hens. And I was like, damn, I'd rather be in a cage than have a rooster pecking the back of my head and just force fucking me in the dirt.
Listen, I hear you.
It's brutal. Have you ever seen it?
No. I hear you, but
it's disturbing.
There are many ways that humans and chickens are different. one of the ways that we're different is maybe hens are into that. Maybe that gets a hen super.
The egg just falls out. It's so wet.
It's so wet and lubricated. She loves a rooster just fucking hitting her in the neck and pecking at her.
You're right. I did make assumptions for the hen, and I apologize to all the
humans.
hens who listen to this podcast.
Yeah, well,
That's what
I call our female listeners.
we have a separate Patreon level for the hen house.
For the hen house? Yeah. Dude, it's basically just cock mix from Brian and I. These are what we advertise. And when you go to the Patreon, at the hen house Patreon, it's advertised. Cock pictures come Monday and Tuesday every single week.
They know it.
So
that's why we call it the hen house. It's a theme.
By being here, you explicitly consent to seeing the pictures, and you also agree to saying that you like the pictures.
Dude, the roosters that are loose in my neighborhood are beautiful. They have that oil slick color on them, that rainbow.
When I was a kid, I got punked by a rooster in Palestine, and the fear has followed me to this day. So sometimes when I'm walking around your neighborhood and I see a rooster, I get nervous, dude.
Yeah.
It
I
really
look at
freaks
it and
me
I go,
out.
El gallo. Just to fit in.
Yeah.
That means the rooster.
Tyler, can you pull up a picture of El Pollo Loco? Do they use a rooster in their logo? I'm curious, because it seems
I think
to
they have
me,
a big happy chicken with a hatchet. That's what I'm picturing.
No, he's a really It's El Pollo Loco is a wonderful restaurant, wonderful establishment. I'll continue to patronize it forever.
The crazy chicken.
But their logo is one of the least appetizing logos.
It should be in a straitjacket with a fucking.
It's basically that.
A mask, like a.
Tyler's gonna pull it up right now. Oh, we don't have a connection to the screen, but
my bad.
it might be the most deranged logo I've ever seen in my entire life. The chicken looks unappetizing. I eat every single time, every single week. I have El Pollo Loco. I'm a big fan of the franchise.
Right, you can adhere to your diet, right? You get avocado, broccoli, and chicken.
You keep it real. Keep it a hundo.
It's gonna take a second. It's gonna blink a couple times, and then we'll pull it up.
Now, don't give me like the 1990s. Look at that El Pollo Loco right there with the fucking red and white.
Is that the new one?
That's the logo.
That looks like a band on Ozfest that's really low on the lineup, like playing at noon.
That logo would totally make sense if you showed me that picture and you said like scientists believe source of corona. I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. A weird, crazy chicken like that.
That is a sick looking rooster.
It's disgusting.
They only had it for 1 year.
Also, you don't eat the rooster.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Why would you give up that beautiful red and yellow El Pollo Loco logo and go to that fucking insane chicken?
Did like a son take over? Like a eyebrow ring son inherit the company?
Yeah, somebody who went to probably Princeton was trying to prove some kind of a
Or
marketing.
like Big J Okerson
prowess.
might be in charge of it now, or somebody like that. Guy from Korn.
I think maybe there was like an artist's son even who went into it and wanted to like portray the brutality of like what it is to be a chick, whatever.
It's like he's trying to put it out of
Trying
business.
to put a message. It's fucked up though. El Pollo Loco rules, and I'm glad that they went back to the
the old logo.
I'm gonna throw my El Pollo Loco rewards link in the show notes today. If you guys sign up,
Didn't you have a little? I don't want to use the word scam, but you had like a process, right?
let's take back the word scam. Scam is a good thing. You know what I mean? That's
Oh,
how
you
I
do
see
want me
it.
to call it a scam? I was looking out for you.
I meant multiple hustles. I do know
You do have an El Pollo hustle, right?
I really did used to have an El Pollo Loco hustle. I really did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I one day I realized, what do I love? A frivolous bit.
Right.
What else do I love? El Pollo Loco. And there was a while where I pimped out my link kind of like as a joke, but also people would do it.
Yeah, and you would get free rewards.
You get rewards. I probably
Unbelievable.
ate for like a week off that gag.
One thing I've learned about roosters in my vast years living amongst them, one day I'm going to live not amongst roosters.
Yeah.
Another career
Horses. You want to? It's depending on the barn animal around you is definitely
Where you're at in life.
a good class symbol.
Yeah.
You want horses. Cows, you're stuck. You're kind of in the middle.
goal. Roosters do not give a shit. The rooster does not crow at dawn.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a shit what time of day it is. Day or night, you'll just hear like, "Rah," and it's not cock-a-doodle-doo. It's like a dinosaur, like, "Rah."
As humans, it's interesting, but like as humans, a lot of us are depressed and anxious because of the unnatural state that we live in now. I mean, we were meant kind of to be sleeping in trees basically, and now all of us are
And the light pollution.
yeah, and now all of us stay up all night, we sleep all day, fucking we're in front of a screen, blah, 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 blah. We're checking the phone. Now we're all crazy. Roosters, probably the same way. I bet you like a good rooster in the wild only croaks at dawn. This rooster is probably a punk.
Yeah,
hates his dad.
Yeah, he's
like,
got a leather jacket on.
He's fucked up out of his own brain.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's fucking other roosters,
Exactly.
which is fine, totally fine.
But not,
not the way Allah intended it.
Right. Does Allah, excuse me, does Muhammad, peace be unto him, does he talk about chickens at all in the Quran?
No chicken talk. I don't believe any chicken talk. The Quran says nothing of any animals. I think the Hadith gets into animals a little bit more, which is the Hadith is like almost the life of and the biography of Muhammad documented by people who are favorable towards him.
Sure, fair enough. Because Arabs have chicken down pat. Like when you go to Europe, if you want to eat chicken, cheap, you go to an Arab restaurant.
Easy to produce. Yeah. Chicken is sort of the staple. We fuck with beef, not huge beef. Chicken and lamb.
That garlic oil spread.
Yeah. You got to come to Palestine sometime.
I want to so bad. I'd love to. I really would.
You're the only person who's ever said that, other than like a Palestinian person. But
right.
Hilarious.
There was a activist from the Bay Area who got shot in the head with a tear gas canister by an Israeli soldier. He was protesting on behalf of Palestine.
How much fucking pussy does that get you in Berkeley or Oakland? I mean,
a ton.
You got shot in the head by an Israeli while protesting.
I played fundraisers for him, but I don't know how it ended. I don't know if he ever got out of the coma.
Oh,
but he was in a coma.
He was straight up in a coma.
Yeah.
Somebody, can I put this out there right now? If I get into a coma for a political action, I would like somebody to blow me while I'm knocked out. You guys figure out how to do it.
My name's Buck, and I like to fuck.
You know what? When I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to.
Have you seen Kill Bill?
No.
Oh, okay.
That shouldn't surprise anybody at this point. I've never seen Kill Bill. I've only seen the only Tarantino movie I've ever seen is Pulp Fiction, and it was because it was an assignment. So
wait, what was it?
It was
in college?
Yeah, it was when I was in college. Yeah.
Were you in film school?
I took a couple of. It was like truly. I took a few film classes that I was like shocked to be a part of.
I took some film classes at the Community College of San Francisco, and you know what's funny is my the teacher she won an Oscar for a short film. She directed a short film that won an Oscar, and she was like she had me act in everybody's assignments, and she would like message me, like she was old and she was like, you really have a future on camera, like you're so charismatic and all this stuff. And I found some of the footage years later. I don't know, maybe she wanted to fuck me because it is
possible.
Not true. There is nothing jumping off the screen at all.
Yeah. Pedophiles come in all genders.
Oh, I was like 26.
I was picturing like a 8-year-old. I don't know why during that whole story.
It was college.
Yeah, but I pictured you in college.
There wasn't email when I was 8.
That's a good point. Yeah. Oh, when you were 8,
feather pens.
We just got the letters together.
Yeah, the pigeons would get on my windowsill.
When Brian was born, 3 years later, the envelope was created.
Exactly.
It was an amazing invention.
No, we used to have to use wax on the edge of we'd have to roll it up and put a dab of wax on there with our family crest and pressed it in there. That's how we closed letters.
Give it to a horse, it would gallop away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah!
I feel like that's my new favorite joke, is calling you 112 years old.
I like it, especially because I feel like maybe people will start thinking I'm wise.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's actually true. You want to be older. As a dude, you should actually want to. I take that back. I'm older.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Now I'm actually the older one. Like a 4-year-old. As soon as you don't have to barely convince me. I want that one now.
As soon as you have to start plucking eyebrows, man, people think you're a genius. They come to you for advice.
Oh, that's why people have been coming to advice to me since day one. I've been plucking eyebrows as long as I can remember.
You look like a baby Andy Rooney when you came out.
I want to know about Tyler. Tyler texted me that he got Johnny Depp's cologne. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, we're going to unbox it.
We're going to unbox it?
Yeah, are you down for that?
Let's
I brought it
fucking
right here, fresh, right there.
What a great bit. Let's take a look at this fucking box of Johnny Depp's cologne. Let's bust it out because I want to know.
I wonder. Go ahead and grab it. No.
Okay.
I wonder if this is something that is like an emergency release so that he can get some money,
Yeah.
or has it been around for a while?
It's been around for a while, but now that he won the case, the commercials are back like crazy. They're
Right.
everywhere.
He won the case. Is that what ultimately? You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
he won
I'm
the
so
case.
insulated from the whole thing, and I'm not even trying to be cool about it. I just sincerely don't care about it in any way, shape, or form. I understand there was some like political implications or what.
It's a bring it on camera.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, sit
Okay,
right down
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Tyler's got a Dior bag.
Tyler
There it is.
feels-
This is Tyler standing up, by the way, right now.
The fact that I can feel Tyler's body heat on my shins. The one day I wear shorts to this podcast.
I know. We put a guy 8 inches from your cock.
The hair on my legs is being singed by Tyler's body heat.
Now, following the not following the Johnny Depp case is really funny because a lot of podcasts I listen to that would talk about it. That's kind of how I would get any information about it. There's a lot of like lefty activist podcasts that I've listened to where they're like, yeah, I know she was abusing him, but I just don't really like how happy men are about this. That was like kind of a lot of the complaints.
I heard a lot of like, this is because I don't know anything about what happened. I literally.
Perfect for us to talk about.
I literally don't know one thing except for she shit in his bed.
Yeah, that's all I know too.
Which, obviously it's a pretty negative fact, but nonetheless, there's a million reasons why one could shit in Johnny Depp's bed.
So it's called Sauvage. Is that savage?
Yeah, it has. If you watch the commercial, there's a lot of Native American imagery.
Okay.
Oh, well, we'll watch that after. That's great.
Wait,
So-
is he calling the Native American? You know what?
That's for him.
Yeah, it's like
He's
if
a pirate. What do you want from him?
Came with deodorant.
Oh, deodorant. Let's pop
Imagine
that
if I had a cologne called Thüg, and it was like Thug with 2 U's over it. And when you looked at the commercial, it was a lot of African Americans,
Like do-rags.
and do-rags. What would the message that you're saying is?
They're all dressed like JB Smoove and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And I was like, not related. It's totally fine.
Thug. Okay, so
Wait,
it
why
does-
do I have 2 bottles? How many
that's
bottles?
deodorant.
Deodorant. It came
Oh,
with
it comes with deodorant.
Is
Okay.
it now? Will you open that? I want to see if it's like stick deodorant or if it's like a spray deodorant.
It's. I'm telling you right now, it's roll on.
You
know
think
that.
so?
You know that that weird roll on ball.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be roll on. Okay, hold on. All right, deodorant stick. The deodorant kind of smells pretty.
so this
good.
is called Sauvage, and they have Native Americans in the. Okay,
You know, I actually. Okay, so. All right,
it
when
doesn't say Johnny Depp on it at all anywhere.
that's the move. You don't.
Is
fucking,
it?
You don't trash up your name that way. It's like how George Clooney does these commercials in like
For
know,
tequila?
Europe. And in like Europe, he's doing like fucking all types of wild shit. Places where, and Japan, people don't give a fuck out there. Or, I mean, they do, but it's not going to reach them.
Smells
All right,
exactly like my dad.
let me take a.
Oh hell yeah!
That smells like my dad, dude.
Yeah, exactly as I
Yeah,
predicted.
you nailed it.
Oh nice.
The Elmer's. This is the new way. This is class now,
Right.
gentlemen. If anything comes onto your body that isn't like rolling on like a glue stick,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
it's fucking disgusting.
So it's called
now.
Savage, and it should be that's the real Axe body spray.
Dude, this stuff smells. What is this?
That's the smell that. That's the spray. That's the cologne. What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm into it. Here's the thing.
It smells very flammable.
Here's the thing. if
Oh, you got a Dior shave kit back.
man, they really fucking took care of you, Tyler. Where
Tyler, how long were you?
did you get? By the way, I don't even know the story behind why this is happening.
Tyler
just texted us while I was on the way here.
his girl wanted to buy him a present, so
Yeah.
she took him out to where'd you go?
We went to the Glendale Galleria,
Uh-huh.
and then we ended
This
up at
smells like
Macy's.
the Glendale Galleria.
Getting cologne at the Glendale Galleria is a pretty appropriate move, as it
It's
is.
like getting water from the ocean.
It truly is. Yeah. It'd be like if you it'd be like if you were out to get a basketball and you went south of the 10. Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like getting bagels in New York.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
You'll have to figure that one out on your own at home, folks.
Wait, why did you did you guys decide on cologne together? Is your girl like
It was that or a new wallet, and then I gotta be honest, I never had cologne before, never really used it.
Yeah.
And then I was trying on a bunch of different colognes, and I was into this one.
Have you used Axe body spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Tyler for sure was an Axe
Yeah.
body
Yeah,
spray
football
guy.
workouts before school.
Yeah.
You shower real quick, put your gym
Spray
shorts back
yourself.
on, and spray yourself with Axe.
Did you guys ever do like the fire with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Is Axe one of the ones that you could do fire?
Oh,
with?
100%.
Yeah,
I got caught.
that was why because the flame could have gone
Yes.
back, and blew up in your hands.
Dude, the second time I ever smoked weed, I was at a bonfire that my friend was throwing, and he threw some kind of aerosol can into the bonfire.
Yeah.
And it shot out, and it just went right by, and I was high for the second time ever in my life, and it just flew. It could have killed me. It flew
Yeah.
right by my head, and I was too high to move, and it's just this flaming thing went.
And you got to remember, folks, this is before the fire department was invented.
This is for yeah.
At this time, if something went wrong during this bonfire,
They would have put a leech on my head.
bro, you know you done fucked up if you're sitting down with 5 leeches on your arm. You know you fucked up. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, that is the wrong era.
Yeah.
You had to have known that when they were putting leeches on you. You're like, God damn, I
This is
was
not-
born in the wrong fucking era.
This can't mean anything.
No way this works.
Okay. Do you guys want to watch some of the Johnny Depp ads?
Sure, let's watch Johnny Depp bad. I'm gonna say this: I would buy this. I endorse this product. If somebody's gonna teach you how to smell in a way that that chicks, appreciate, I think Johnny Depp is a fair guy.
Sure. I mean, he's a known hot guy. He's like forever.
I guess you're right. He is just a hot guy. Huh? That doesn't really. So he probably doesn't even know anything about scents. I go back on it. Never mind.
Yeah, you want an ugly guy who fucks a lot.
Yeah, give me an ugly dude's cologne who fucks a lot. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great point.
So let's see what we got here. Oh, it's got a guitar because he's known for his guitar playing.
Yeah.
If David Spade has a cologne, I'll win.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not that
That
he's even
is-
ugly. He's just it shouldn't work on paper.
He's the master of the game.
He's got game
yeah. He's not. It has nothing to do with his looks. It's just he's getting laid more with his head.
with his head, and
His
that's
brain.
how I go. This guy knows
Yeah.
what he's known. He knows what his prey likes to smell. For lack of better word.
I'm sure David Spade would say, "Okay, step one, don't call him prey."
I hear ya.
A prey's
Catches.
counterpart is known as a predator, and we want to stay away from that word.
Heard you loud and clear. Targets.
Yeah, I'm an apex fuck predator.
All right. Hit me with this.
Feedback because he doesn't actually play the guitar.
They got a stunt guy.
He's got a-
Okay.
Oh, he hit an A chord.
Yeah. But in the beginning, that was a stunt guy.
Oh, he's playing Wild Thing.
Go back. Can we go back?
Yeah.
In the beginning, that was a stunt guy, though. The
There's
guy
probably
that-
a contract where it's like they can only film him for 2 hours, or if they go over 2 hours, they have to pay him $100 million.
Yeah. Hit play, Tyler, from the beginning, because I just want to show you the stunt guy because it's really funny. It's actually now my new goal in showbiz. Check it out. I think this is a stunt guy. Yeah, right here. This is obviously a stunt guy. There's no way. I'm telling you, he's that bad. He couldn't even do what he did in the very beginning.
So the wolves are running to him because he's playing Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Now, are they running for the cologne or the song?
Probably, I would imagine a little bit of both.
I think I love you.
It's like saying, what brings me to McDonald's? Is it the quarter pounder with cheese or the ball pit? A little bit of both.
Yeah, you're 100% right. So he's the leader of the pack.
He's leading a pack of wolves.
Fearless and human. Sauvage, the new elixir. Dior.
Wait, so you're saying there's Native American imagery in there just because there's wolves?
No. There's a. Lot
There's
of
one where
different
he's
ads.
just wearing a headdress. Headdress.
yeah. He's scalping a cowboy.
Yeah. Listen, Tyler, if you maybe besmirch the man for no good reason on this show, we've got
Another
First-
thing coming.
first written warning of
Yeah.
the entire show.
You're going to get a yellow note. And if you get
You
a
know how
pink
that
note,
works.
you're fucked.
Yeah, dude. There's four
Oh,
written,
Okay, I got one.
6 verbal,
Salvage.
2 discussions with your grandmother, or I literally
Yeah.
call her and I talk to her about your behavior.
Can we discuss Tylenol's behavior?
One meeting with your dad on Instagram FaceTime,
Live from the strip club.
and then it's over, buddy. And then it's over.
All right, let's see this one here. Salvage, commercial number 2, Johnny Depp.
All right, walking through.
Oh, there it is.
Actually, there's definitely some Native Americans here.
He's got the Toby Keith style cowboy hat on.
Yeah. He appears. He's
Oh, there's a woman and a wolf.
stopping. Oh, prey, dude. He's getting her. He's hunting her. This is awesome.
Is that a cologne dance?
Yeah.
It's gonna rain.
Oh, he's got a
Is
guitar.
this the theme to fucking Better Call Saul?
No, it's from it's in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
He had a guitar stashed away underneath a teepee.
Of course he did. Oh, and of course all the Native Americans wear blacklight reactive
Yeah.
clothes.
What kind of amp is he using? Because this is the part where in commercials where they lose me, is where I'm like, where's the amp? It's an electric guitar.
Yeah, it's plugged into the fucking Grand Canyon, dude.
It's just
The Grand Canyon is the end.
put a Marshall half stack behind you. What's so hard about
Nuit
that?
sauvage, le parfum, Dior.
I don't mean to be a fucking prick here,
Yeah.
but what's so hard about getting a guitar amp right behind a PV fucking amp right behind you?
Yeah, put a Marshall half stack right there, dude.
It's like I'm not saying that I'm like I have to be everything has to be believable, but I'm saying make it consistent.
Also, his French sounded offensive.
You think he's doing a French accent?
Like when people don't know French and they do a French accent, they just don't say any of the letters. They're like,
Do you think you just maybe I should try this? Maybe this is what I'm going to do with my life, but probably Johnny Depp didn't sound like that in the beginning, right?
absolutely not.
But he probably kind of made at some point.
Money
realized-
makes you slightly British.
Yeah, and I think he probably also started kind of realizing like, hey, if I kind of talk like that, people think I'm cooler or whatever. But then eventually he did it enough to where it actually became how he spoke.
Right, right. Well, I think it was also probably part of the whole package where it's like, he's kind of shy. He's kind of like he mumbles.
Yeah.
He's a little nervous.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Kind of the opposite reason women find me sexy.
right. You're a little,
They like the opposite fact
yeah.
about me.
They like how you're not shy at all and you'll come chat them up.
Talk way too much.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
more mumble.
loud.
You enunciate clearly.
No decibel
Yeah.
shortage whatsoever. Nonstop. Not listening. Chicks love that about me.
They really do. As we said in the last episode, you corner up your first line. Crypto's annoying until you're rich.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's a good pickup
That's
line.
a good pickup
right?
line. And I go, I'm not technically there yet, but 2030, 2032, 2034, possibly 2040.
There's no man loyal. Like, you know what makes a man loyal? Is a girl who likes him on the come up. Mm-hmm. That's what
Yeah.
you tell them. So you want to get on this ship early.
Before we're too high.
Because if you jump on this while I'm loaded, I'll never trust you.
Yeah. Plus you're not hot. Plus you're not exactly.
Yeah.
Once I'm there, you're kind of not hot enough for me.
No, that's the rule. The rule is your plain girlfriend helps you get there.
Yeah.
Then when you get there, you break up with her for somebody who's half your age and super hot. And then that clearly never works out. And then the third wife is a plastic surgery disaster.
Yeah.
Who's closer to your age. That's what they do out there.
The Clinton is a pretty good move. I like the Clinton move where it's just like, listen, your wife is just your business partner. Somebody's just purely there for just a pure organizational
Potentially
purposes.
not even into men.
Yeah. Your wife is sort of more of a COO than she is your wife. She's more of a chief operating officer.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you got to watch. I think it got buried a little bit by the pandemic, but the Clinton, the impeachment, American Crime Story, I started watching that. Dude, my favorite genre of TV is
Recent reenactments.
it's the reenactments where they're doing things, and we talked a little bit about it on the last show, but this is even like way more where it's like one of the guys who's in he's on Kevin Starr's panel.
The legal team?
The legal team is Brett Kavanaugh.
Right,
And
yes.
they keep calling him Brett Kavanaugh. Or they'll call him like Kavanaugh. Like they'll really drive it home
Yeah, yeah.
here that this is a guy who did something else.
He was probably
later.
a paper pusher who is of low significance in reality.
There was a weird scene where Jake Tapper, when he was 22, like talks to Monica Lewinsky, and he also says he's Jake Tapper. It's just he's never in the show again.
What up, Jake Tapper? They're all like David Putty.
He was trying to fuck her in the show. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but he was trying to fuck her on the show.
Well, his name's Tapper.
Monica Lewinsky's fucking hot as hell right now, dude. Do you guys see like a recent photo of Monica Lewinsky?
Oh yeah.
I saw her on John Oliver. Yeah, she's
She's a snack, dog.
yeah, she's tasty.
She might be my dream woman. She's the closest thing I've ever had to a celebrity crush is Monica Lewinsky.
Does she still rock the beret?
No beret, just kind of a cool sort of casual like pantsuit look.
A beret is I admire her confidence. I mean, I maybe you can chalk it up to innocence and being so young, but
Yeah.
to be in such a scandal and fucking walk out in a beret, it's just like, to me, it's like, That's the ultimate style, where it's
She-
like the
she
whole
rocks.
world's on you, the whole world's eyes on you. You're under a microscope, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna pop on a beret for this.
Yeah, I'll say it right now. If I was Bill Clinton in the 90s, I would have totally fucked her as my intern. I get it.
He,
Because, oh, hear me out. In the 90s, we didn't know it was not okay.
right,
Clinton was the first time we ever had to confront that
power.
yeah. As a culture where we were like, dude, that's a thing that happens, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Bosses sometimes fuck the lowest person on the totem pole.
Kind of gross.
1994 or
He-
5.
He shoved a cigar up her pussy and then
And
smoked
then
it.
smoked it. Cool move. Cool move if two adults do it consensually.
Yeah, I mean, because when you do PCP, they call that getting wet, right?
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, yeah.
I
when they say, yeah, you want to get wet, they mean smoke PCP.
never hung. Nah, I don't know any PCP terminology.
It's in
Only
the
time
movie
it-
Friday.
A lot of salvia terminology if you want to throw it down.
The only person I've ever been around PCP with, who I may or may not have partaken with, was named Ramsey.
For real?
Yeah, in San Francisco.
PCP seems like something I'd like to try. Every time somebody does PCP on cops, that dude is having the most fun. he's getting fucking ruined, yeah, but it's a fun thing that he's doing.
I mean, if you've ever wanted to pick up a car,
bro, can we please pull up the picture? There's an old video on cops where it's a young, possibly dwarf African American who's on PCP, does a couple of backflips. I mean, he's cuffed, and I think he climbs up a telephone pole. I mean, this guy is without a doubt having a ton of fun.
right?
He's doing stuff that I dream of someday being able to do or having the energy to do.
They're like the twin wrestlers in Nacho Libre.
You may have
They're
to
just flying through the air.
You may have to.
I found it.
You found it. All right, hey, let's just watch this really quickly because this is one of the greatest. This is back when we could appreciate cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Publicly. Now, if you want to appreciate them, you got to do what I do. You join Facebook groups.
That's a shirt.
With private names, and we all talk about how much we love the cops.
Right. That's a shirt that you got to have a six pack to rock.
Yeah, let me see this guy. This, you know what, Tyler? This is how. Oh, okay. It's the intro. What a goddamn relic of history this is.
Yeah, this is straight state propaganda, brother.
I hate it.
This to me it cracks me up because part of me while watching it is getting excited because I'm like, oh, Married with Children's gonna be on next. Like, my brain remembers the programming
Right.
of television days.
Yeah, The Simpsons, dude.
This is Vegas, of course it's Vegas. Look at this guy. He's a
I mean, he looks like he's my son.
Yeah, he looks like Tyler. I was just going to say that.
I can't tell if he's a dwarf or his shorts are just too long.
The security guy at the Creek of the Cave wore his shorts like that, remember?
That is true. He's just they're on a foot.
Wait, they're on a foot chase. He hadn't done anything yet, had he?
No, you're right.
Wow, look at those shorts, though.
He hadn't done anything.
That's the fashion police.
Tyler, as a constitutional enthusiast, my man, I appreciate that you just noticed that. Look, now he's just throwing this dwarf around.
He might be in Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
He could be a cast
He's a
member.
performer.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Ultimately, when all is said and done, yeah, they were right about what he was up
There
to.
might have been a complaint on him already.
Yeah.
He stands out pretty.
All cops are innocent until proven guilty.
The cop's so racist that. Whoa!
Guys, see, he's now climbing a traffic light.
He's like a koala.
This is not ripped. Oh,
Why is he grabbing him by the butt?
I would kill
Because he
for
doesn't
that.
want to touch his skin. He's homophobic.
How hard?
It's less gay to grab the butt.
How much would you kill for that dude's body? How much would you kill for that dude's body? He's just
Oh, does he have a
ripped.
beret on?
He's got one of
Dude,
those.
tell me he steals that airplane that's right to the left and flies away.
He might. He doesn't have a
Why?
beret.
The cop, what is he doing? He's leaving the guy who's already tried to climb a telephone pole.
Uncuffed.
Yeah, uncuffed. Oh, is he stripping now?
No, he's not about to bail again. Okay, wait. Yeah, he does a backflip.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
back handspring.
He just pulled a back swing, which, to me, hit pause. If you're a dwarf and a cop pulls you over and you do a back handspring, legally, I think you should be free to go.
That should work like those PAL cards they give you where they just have to let you go.
You did a back spring.
That's fine, dog. Whatever you're doing is working for you.
I go, sir, just try to be safe tonight. That's what I would say in that situation. I go, sir, just try.
Stay out of the street.
Come on.
Just, no more telephone poles, please.
Let me get it. Can I get a picture for my son? I get a picture.
Holding him like a koala bear.
I'd let him go fully after that.
Oh yeah, man! I forgot how dirty this show made me feel.
This show is honestly, we might get deplatformed off YouTube for even airing this show.
Yeah, I should pop my ACAB tattoo out while we watch this.
No, listen, you're right, and I'm not necessarily on the same defund the police wave as you two crazy commies are, but I am a First Amendment warrior.
Yeah,
you guys know that I'm an auditor.
Yeah,
I believe in checking police.
The relationship between a libertarian and the police is equally as tense.
Yeah, I have to remember I'm a libertarian when I look at police.
Yeah.
I have to go like, oh wait, I don't come at it from your guys' angle. It's a little bit different.
Right, but you also imagine there's a part of you that wants to admire that cop because you have an admiration for authority. It seems like
that's where that is truly the tear in what people.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. It's like there is a part of me that is a Arab that loves a strong man.
Yeah.
So when somebody comes up and they're a cop and they have a tattoo that says "fuck off" on their forearm, I'm like, yes, sir. Like, this is so cool. Yeah. The amount of authority you're displaying, and
dude, there was a cop in my hometown in Duluth, Georgia, who had a husky eye, like no iris. Like, you know how a husky has that, like, it's just the pupil?
Yeah, I saw
yeah. He had just, like, a regular eye, and then he had, like, a no iris, like a Marilyn Manson type contact.
Yeah.
And he had like the highest flat top you've ever seen. It was like this. It was like a cell phone on top of his head. That's how big the flat top was. And he had fucking Marine bulldogs smoking cigars tattooed on both forearms. And he used to fuck with me so hard, and I deserved it. I was like a vandal. Mm-hmm. But then one night I came back I was on leave from the military, and we were shooting fireworks off at this soccer field. And he came in and pulled us over, and he knew all of us. And he's like, God damn it, you motherfuckers. And then I showed him my military ID, and he looks at it, and he goes, you've made a good decision with your life, with his fucking husky eye looking at me. And he goes, as far as I'm concerned, tonight, the town's yours. Gave me the ID back and drove away.
That's exactly what that cop should have done with that.
With the backflip?
With that young.
After seeing that black flip, I called it a black flip.
Black flip would be an appropriate, I think, thing to say if you're a black guy that does a black flip.
A black flip, just to get it over with. Just to get it quicker. With.
Yeah.
Seeing the back flip, as far as I'm concerned, town's yours.
There you go, sir. Off with your night or whatever you were up to. Yeah. I think I saw you were chasing down that woman over there. Go ahead, go after her. You need a ride over there?
Do you need a ride to the castle? Are you about to go make the king laugh? You headed over to medieval times?
Bro, you just reminded me when you brought up the husky eye. I was at the airport when we were coming back from Austin last week, and there was just like a old Vietnamese woman, like 80 years old. She had husky eyes. This is why I recall her.
Yeah.
But what was you ever see a situation where you're just like, how does this life work? Like, how much faith? Part of me almost thinks that the world is amazing because this works out. She was like, honestly, maybe 85. Didn't speak any English. Was just sitting at a gate with a ticket. Wasn't the right gate. Wasn't the right ticket. But she was past security and all the way like. I'm just like, she's gonna get wherever she's going. Like, somebody came up there and was like, "You coming for gate 11?" And like, they looked at her ticket and they were like, "You got to go to gate 32." And she was like, like she was just like kind of like nodding, like not saying anything. And I just kind of was like, God bless the world.
Yeah.
She's gonna get there.
Somebody's gonna come with those golf carts that are always beeping in the hallway,
and they're gonna get her,
throw her on there,
and then they're gonna get her to the next flight on whatever she was gonna go. Like,
it is interesting too, because I've been in foreign countries where I don't speak the language, and I've been in countries where the alphabet is different. And at no point do I just sit there and assume everything's going to be all right.
No, it doesn't work.
I try to figure it out.
It might be an elderly thing. It may be a move that I will have to pull in the future, as I will be childless. Well, no, I'm gonna adopt kids, but hopefully, if the worst should happen and the adoption doesn't work out, and I don't get to have my 13-year-old Chinese son that I plan on adopting when I'm in my late 80s.
Yeah.
I'm going to adopt him 13 years
old. You gotta
old.
have somebody to leave this fucking nest to.
He's going to take care of everything for me. He's going to make sure I don't get fucked on the way out. He's going to get a beautiful life after I die. It's going to be a really cool kid. I'm going to name him Muhammad, too.
Sure.
You name him at 13?
Are you going to...
Well, if I adopt the kid, I'm sorry. I get to change the name. It's like it's
Muhammad Badawi or Chinese last name?
Ooh, that's a good
You should
point.
let him keep his last
Keep the
name.
Chinese last name.
Change it to Xi Jinping.
So maybe so I changed it to a different Chinese name.
Yang.
I don't even love GPS.
Muhammad Yang.
Now, Muhammad look, he can keep his Chinese name, of course. When he goes back to China, you don't have to go by Muhammad. Totally fine.
Right, but as long as you're under my roof.
In the States, we're trying to get you jobs, son.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And having a Chinese last name and a first name Muhammad on a resume is probably a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
What will that be? 2083 or whatever?
Yeah.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah, that's a good CV.
Great
See
CV.
that name on there?
Considering that at that point America will be run by China,
Now,
my Chinese son will be perfect.
there's probably a lot of Uyghurs with similar names
Named Muhammad or something
with a
like that.
Chinese last name.
They must not have Chinese. They must have Turkic last names.
You think?
Yeah, because they're more Turkish than they are Chinese. It's just the way-
Right. Yeah, they're not Han.
They're not
Chinese.
Han.
Yeah. But I would assume that's probably happened with like a Han Uyghur I don't know if you call it interracial, I guess, marriage.
There are certain cultures where I just sort of go like, Islam can't catch here. I just don't believe it. Like I get the Uyghurs are Muslim, but they're Turkish.
Yeah.
Han Chinese and like Japanese, I go, there's just no goddamn way.
No.
Can you Google, is there a mosque in Tokyo? I want to know.
I wonder also, probably for
Maybe
a lot of
expat
employees.
kind of thing.
Yeah, our maids.
I'm sure there are Japanese Muslims. It just doesn't seem like it would catch on there.
I think Japan is like 98% Shinto.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
A crazy percentage.
That's what I'm saying. And I can get how Christianity gets in there. What with all the World War II dropping a bomb on us kind of thing. I get how that happened. But Islam just had such little interaction with Japan, and the values are so vastly different.
Right.
I don't think it could have stuck.
Philippines, I could see it taking off.
Oh, without a question. In fact, I look at the Philippines, I go, why aren't you guys more Muslim? This is like perfect.
They're very Catholic.
Super Catholic. You guys like to fuck and fight. And you guys, do your thing.
Yeah, it seems to me that like if they sent some recruits from like Malaysia or something, they could really get it done.
Philippines, there's a lot of those countries where it's like they got a problem. They have like daily terrorist attacks. There are people trying to take it over.
Right. It's perfect. It's prime for some recruitment.
Prime for picking.
What's the? Will you look up the religious demographics of Japan?
Yeah. Did we find it? Was there?
There are mosques in Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah, I found a Tokyo Muslim guide with 5 mosques near famous destinations.
What the H? I mean, listen. It's an international city, so there's going to be international people. I have a feeling you go in there and it's a lot of like Indonesians, Malaysians.
Exactly. I think like the support I think a lot of the like dishwashers and like maids and stuff come from Singapore and places like that.
Yeah, I'm confused though because I think the Malaysian. I'd love to know someday why Islam caught on in. I think Malaysia is the biggest Muslim country, or is it Indonesia? Indonesia.
There's
certain places where I'm like, what? How did it catch here per se?
Yeah.
Indonesia's a little
Probably
on the
some
outside.
Ottoman shit. I imagine
It's
it was
got to
during
be
the
some Ottoman shit, some trading. Oh yeah, of course.
I also know that somebody who listens to our podcast is going to leave a 17-paragraph response to this on our YouTube channel, and I look forward to those.
Yeah, I really do. I don't mind it. A 17-paragraph. I read every fucking word of it.
What is it like? Overwhelmingly Shinto?
I think it is. I remember that back in the day when I took another one of my classes that I cringe when I think about taking.
Which one?
Eastern philosophy.
You took Eastern philosophy.
They're so damn peaceful, those guys. It makes me cringe to think about how much those guys talk about being with yourself and dealing with suffering.
So 62% are irreligious.
I like that.
So they don't.
That's how I would describe myself. As
Not even
irreligious.
atheists, just irreligious.
Is that a fucking Bill Maher movie?
I think it is. And then 31% Buddhist.
Okay, that makes
Only
sense.
3% Shintoism.
We couldn't have been further off.
We are so wrong.
You literally said 98.
Yeah, it was the opposite. Yeah.
Others 1%.
Christianity 1%. 2% no answer. That's your.
You know where I'd be at. I'd be like, what's going on? Well, who wants to know? What's the deal?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's.
But it's mainly a real.
I think those other 62% are Shinto.
It's mainly a I don't know, whatever irreligious means.
Atheist?
Country.
Secular?
Atheist, secular. Mainly that. And only 1% Christianity. That's how you know, dude. That's how you know. I don't want to fetishize Japanese culture. I know that's like a white guy thing to be like, they're so perfect.
Yeah.
But you do go like, they are a little smarter than us based on the fact that just religion didn't stick.
Well, it also makes
Something's
sense
worth some, you know.
why it's so fucking foreign.
Why it's so foreign. Oh,
Like,
yes. Why it's so
when you observe the
bizarre to
culture,
look at,
it's so bizarre to us because you take like 0% Christian influence, and then you add radiation.
I get it.
And you get a very foreign place.
I get it. They got their their toxic whatever, and all their, I know it's not necessarily a fucking picnic over there, but there is something to be said about like not a bad place to live where religion doesn't stick. You do comedy out there?
No. Well, I might try to set up some comedy.
You might as well.
I have a trip to Tokyo next year.
I'm sure there's some sad American comic who lives in Japan, is a teacher, and has opened up some kind of comedy
Or I could
club.
do military bases, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Marines and Navy people. Have you been there?
Yeah, but
Where?
you don't want to do comedy in Japan to knuckleheads that you do it to out here.
Right.
Go to Oceanside if you want to. Don't go all the way to Japan and perform to a bunch of guys who are like, "Hey, I'm from. Where are you from, dude? I live 2 blocks away from you."
Oh shit, that's great. We have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Have you been to Japan?
No, I've been to Korea and Thailand. But we did have Japanese pilots that would show up to our airport, and it was insanely hard to communicate with them over the radio.
Yeah.
Because they were in helicopters, so you can hear the helicopter, plus their Japanese accents speaking in English.
Yeah.
Now, I had to get people who were ranked below me. I'm like, plug your mic in right now and help me understand what's happening. What do they want from me?
Did you have anybody who spoke Japanese in there?
No.
Seems like a move that the military should have pulled out. Right.
Yeah.
Dude, linguist school rules. I wish I had gone so bad.
Up in Monterey, I was gonna go.
Yeah, the Presidio. I was recruited for that.
Yeah.
And they give you a ton of money. You live a very different lifestyle. It's like being in the chillest part of the military. Like you get to, their hair was longer, their sunglasses were different.
I was gonna go, or not go. I shouldn't say I was gonna go. I was intrigued by the idea, and I would have been like a slam dunk. But that's the only.
Would you have even had to go to Monterey? You already speak the language.
I don't know how to write and read, and I think my guess is that you have to probably be certified and take tests and shit like that, even if you do know it. So, because they probably want you to know it to a standard or whatever.
There's no more beautiful place to get stationed.
It's pretty nice.
It's literally John Steinbeck Cannery Row era.
It's the one thing I could have done with my life that would have disappointed my father that I wasn't okay with. Like,
yeah, I get that.
I don't have any. My dad. I don't have any of the shit that a lot of ethnic people have, where it's like, my dad needed me to be a doctor. My dad literally is just like, don't be a collaborator.
Right.
Like that's it. And as a comedian, it's a complicated answer. But that stuff was like, well, he was just like, don't do it. Nah,
you have had to sit through joke after joke after joke about you being a terrorist and
me being a terrorist and meetings with people who are just just standing on my grandparents' grave. Pictures of them standing on my grandparents' grave at birthright. It's a tough one.
Yeah. But at least you can be vague enough where it doesn't break his heart. You can't show up in digital camo.
Yeah.
Digital
camo
with a fucking Operation Iraqi Freedom badge on your fucking chest.
I might be able to kind of Obama message my father where I'm like, listen, I'm getting into the system so I can change the system.
What medals did you get?
I definitely got. I honestly forget. I have them in a box somewhere. But I definitely got whatever one you get just for being in the Middle East during wartime.
Ooh, that's that should be a medal. Going to the Middle East, period. Visiting, going during the war. Everybody should get some honor.
It's a
somebody.
GWAT.
Yeah, I got the GWAT.
Global War and
Did
Terrorism.
you get one?
Yes.
Dude, that fucking rules.
I never went there either.
Really?
But I participated in that war every day.
Yeah.
I did. That was
terrifying.
Oh, as like an intelligence person?
Yeah, it's terrifying to hear. That's the part that makes me laugh is that I've never been there, could never even seen it. But I actively destabilized. I actively helped take down all the guys in the deck of cards.
Now, that actually Saddam was already caught before I finished school.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But my area was the Horn of Africa. So like the area I was working on wasn't even in the news.
I don't even know what the fuck we were doing there. What were we doing there?
Somalia, Ethiopia, and stuff.
Oh, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're always trying to get ahead of the thing that we started 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, Clinton, kind of started it, and then
how dare you? In the show that I'm watching right now, it's clear they make it clear to us, the listener, that had Clinton not been tied up with a lot of this stuff, he would have killed Osama bin Laden and prevented 9/11.
Is that really
there's
the
like
angle?
There's a quiet undertone that the show is about the impeachment.
If Brett Kavanaugh had not held up Bill Clinton, Osama bin Laden would have been dead and 9/11 would never have happened.
They sort of quietly pushed that message. They quietly pushed the message because, like, while he's dealing with the stuff, there's a lot of calls where he's like, and again, it's my favorite stuff on the planet. That's where they're going, like, the guy who's playing Clinton is on the phone and he's going, "What's his name? Osama bin what?"
No.
It's shit like that.
Oh my
It's shit like that. I swear to God, it's shit
That
like
sounds
that.
awesome.
It rules.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
It's my absolute favorite
It's like
genre.
Back to the Future when he calls Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin. Barry?
I had truly zero showbiz aspirations except to be an actor in one of those. One of those, or a Wall Street drama.
Yeah.
You know, another one where it's like, oh, this is the crypto crisis of 2022. Maybe
could
they
grow-
make a movie about this in the future.
You could grow the perfect 80s beard. You know that beard they all had in, like, did you watch Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them had, like, the 80s beard. You could do a very nice version of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you would look exactly like
Did they all have patchy pube beards?
They were kind of like pushing it beards.
Sure. I have a very pushing it beard.
Yeah,
You know, the
they're-
beard of like the cokehead and Die Hard.
Yeah, exactly.
That beard.
100%. That's
what I'm
the beard I
picturing.
was thinking of. Yeah.
I don't like. I've never seen the movie Die Hard, but I'm basing on what you're saying to me. It's not a character that's favorable.
He's like the best character in the movie.
Well, he's trying to force himself on his wife.
Yeah,
Another guy's wife.
I'm definitely a little ashamed of how bad my beard is for a Middle East. I've seen some.
Do you
white
think you'd be
dudes.
more religious if you could grow a better beard?
I think you might. I think it's almost like if you're 22 and you look like a guy like Justin Bieber or what.
Yeah.
You think to yourself like, what else am I going to do but be
Sing and dance.
Yeah, but be like an influencer on TikTok. If my beard was thicker and fuller, I would have probably at a younger age been like, I think I got the imam. That's like being 6'2" and
Yeah.
in high school. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm tall. Like I should probably play some ball.
I should probably fuck chicks.
Yeah, I should do some shit.
Dude, yeah, you have the inverse Islamic beard. Like your mustache is significantly thicker than your
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking apostate. I don't know what you guys would call it.
It's true though. It is. Yeah.
Is that a similar? Would you use that word?
Yeah, for sure. This is the exact opposite of what the prophet wanted.
Yeah.
Is for me to have this hot ass Johnny Depp kind of.
Yeah.
It's not Johnny Depp-ish, but it could be. You could see how it could be.
It is Western Tombstone Unforgiven type.
Oh yeah, Wyatt Earp.
Yeah. You got a Wyatt Earp.
Exactly. In fact, there's like a show called Foda on Netflix, which is about it's propaganda about the Israeli police force that has to act Palestinian in Palestine to conduct operations. That's a real thing, as you can imagine.
Right. Didn't you also want to do something named that?
That is very true. I did want to do something with that exact name because it means chaos. And when I was a
Right.
kid, my mom used to always refer to, my mom would never say my name without saying that word.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up my mom was to me.
But also, you probably were the same thing. You were probably acting more Palestinian when you were in Palestine than you really were.
Sure.
You weren't playing bass.
But the guy in the show very much has my beard, and it's supposed to indicate that he's not that tough. I think. So there's no doubt, a thicker beard would have gotten it done.
Which are you going back to Palestine anytime soon?
I'd like to. I really would like to.
And you want to perform there, right?
Once listen, I've got a couple deals in the works, a few lawsuits. Once that shakes out and I see some money, then I get a little more concrete about my travel plans.
I for real can get you shows in Dubai in Arabic.
I don't want to do shows in Arabic though. I don't know how to do shows in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
It's like I don't, it's not like I don't know how to think comedically Arabic.
I have a bunch of good contacts for Arabic shows all over the world, and I'm so pissed I can't speak Arabic because they're good contacts.
I'm telling you, it's probably the worst shows on the planet. I'm telling you, man. I
bet
know
the
it'd be
money's
fun.
good, though.
I know the story is gonna be fun.
And the money would be good.
The money would probably be fine, sure. And yeah, I'll take it. But they're gonna be the worst shows on the planet.
Yeah, but I mean, doing a bad show in Dubai is fun.
All right, we'll close the show out. Have we ever watched Wan Chun on this show?
The Arabic Asian comedian?
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah,
him on the show.
we've
right?
seen him on
Okay,
the show.
I was excited to pull him up again. That's what that comedy would look like.
I wish I remembered if it was Patreon or not, though, because it's
All right,
worse
pull him
from
up.
the
It's
main
worth
feed.
pulling up. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who cares?
Just Google Arabic Asian comedian, and I promise you, there's only one that comes up. This dude's one of the most famous comedians in the Middle East.
Wan Ho Chung.
Wan Ho Chung. His whole thing is,
Wan Ho Chung. That's Chinese?
I think he's Chinese. I'll tell you what he's saying because there may be some translations, but
Says his mother is Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Okay, Wan Ho. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, like Ho Chi Minh.
Like Ho Chi Minh. That's exactly what I said.
About which country has the funniest Arabs? And now we know. It's Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for
Racist
Juan Ho
joke.
Chung.
Didn't
Right
even,
up top.
wasn't even real. Wait, is he going to do English or is he going to do Arabic? Well, first of all, this guy looks like one of Borat's like boyfriends.
مساء الخير دبي.
They're going nuts because he's Asian and speaking Arabic.
مبسوطين؟
We having a good time?
أروح.
Should I go? Oh yeah.
Let's feel this brother out.
وسهلا فيكم
It's a
Friday
New World
Night
Order
Live.
tour.
New World Order.
Here we
أنا
go.
بعرفش إذا انتبهتوا بس
He's saying, I'm not sure if you've noticed,
أنا مش عربي.
but I'm not an Arab. Crowd is going nuts, dude.
I wish there was more of
بكون
that.
قاعد مع أصحابي
I
دايما.
can't do the sound anymore. I've retired it.
Which sound?
But the high pitched screaming.
Oh, hopefully. Well, hopefully. Let's see.
نحن العرب إذا ما عملنا هيك وهيك وهيك ما رح نتطور.
Basically, he's me, but
Yeah.
وين هو؟ اسكت. أنت مش عربي. Sit down. Clear the table.
all right.
So he's doing
بس
a
بتعرفوا شو؟ مع إنه
Arabish.
شكلي مش عربي.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's a common thing in Arabic. They'll break into English because they all speak English.
عربي all the way. And I'm proud to be one of you guys.
Well,
Pandering,
that's brutal. It's also kind of racist.
Hit pause. This guy, I get what he's doing. I'm doing this to white people in America. White people in America are going, he's saying Thomas Jefferson. This Arab dude loves the Constitution. This guy's he's talking about libertarianism.
The problem is you're never in front of those people who would get excited for that.
That's true. That's true. But he's going
They're
for
there,
Arabs, and he's going, I think I'm Arab.
Yeah. What does he? What's his closer? Can we go to his final joke?
His close
Tyler?
it has to be the worst joke on the planet.
wanna
I've
see what
never
he closes
seen
on.
Ron Ho Chung's full act. I would love to tour with him, to be honest with you.
So is it like? Does he get his hummus at? Let me see.
you're doing like a Dan
What's,
Hyman
yeah,
joke?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the joke?
I'm trying to think what the
Yoshinoya.
because he's Asian, he gets his hummus. Okay, yeah, but it's Vietnamese, so it'd be like
okay.
Lee's sandwiches.
Lee's sandwiches.
in Irvine,
Yeah, yeah,
or- It's like 6 of them. He goes, I eat my hummus on a banh mi.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of
It's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I like shawarma in my banh mi. It's the only thing I know.
Can you go to his closer?
I got it ready.
I'm Arabic and Vietnamese. I eat lamb in my pho.
I'm Arabic and I'm Arabic and Vietnamese. That means I win my wars.
Oh, okay. I like that word.
They won,
That's-
right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Vietnamese won.
It was more of a draw, but that's what we say.
Dude, it's
That's
crazy.
something we say that I believed.
Yeah. If we lose, it's a draw.
When people say that it's a draw in Vietnam, I literally, up until right this second, believed it. I never thought about the fact that over there they're going like, we won.
Yeah, they're a communist government.
Yeah.
They've been unified. There's not a North and South. It's been one country that's been communist.
Yeah. Completely.
It's a draw.
I 100% bought that narrative up until right this second. Up until right now.
Henry Kissinger got you, dude.
Good. The kiss dog. You've been kissed, dog. All right, let's hear us closer. Here we go.
Still.
احكي عربي كده
He sings.
وشعره واقف كمان.
Okay, wait. Go back a little bit. He sings a song about himself.
Yeah.
His closer is he's singing a song about himself.
Right, but how weird he is. How
Imagine if I closed my set by being like, he's short and kind of sounds funny.
he's got curly hair.
But I guess I did it in auto-tune because he's trying to make fun of the Arabic culture music.
Yeah.
So if I did it in auto-tune or mumble,
Dude, I wouldn't put that past some comedians I know.
Oh no.
if I did a closer where I did mumble rap, where I mumble rapped about myself.
Being from Orange County, eating at 7-Eleven.
Hit play. Okay, let's see. All right.
نحكي عربي. فعم بتخيل
Imagine if she was singing that
لو
song
كتبت الأغنية
about
بعد ما
me.
شافتني
Oh,
بتغنيها للمايسترو.
so he basically
شو كان
said
بتقول له؟
like,
Another song was sung.
ما فيش
Yeah.
حدا شكله كده
there's no one that looks like him. He speaks Arabic like this.
وشعره
And his hair is spiked up.
واقف كمان.
It's more impressive than funny to them.
Yeah. He's really doing Weird Al.
Yeah.
Weird Al
يلي
kind of.
اسمح لي
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's Filipino, who hails from Amman. Boo!
He's already said he speaks Arabic twice in this song.
Okay. Yo, this song, by the way, slaps. The real version of the song. Hey, pause. Okay. Google this. Google this. Nancy. This song that he's singing, I'm gonna show you the real version of the song.
You know, it was a real song.
It's a real song. Nancy, Anancy. Forgot to spell Nancy because I was prepared to spell the hard part.
Yeah.
AJJRAM. Nancy Ashram.
She's Lebanese.
She's Lebanese, and her most popular song should be that song. It slaps pretty fucking hard.
Is there music?
She's
to it,
actually
or is it
Egyptian.
acapella?
It's music. It's music.
Nice.
Did somebody come up?
Yeah. There's 4 videos. I'm gonna click one.
Okay, the most popular one, it has to be the song that he sang.
Is that Lebanon?
Yes.
I think it's Egypt.
So let's make sure the
Egypt
root
has a
of pressure
forest?
is
I
24
think so.
degrees.
Okay, this has to be for
When
sure
I arrive, we
not
will
that
be
song
Oh
because
my
it's
God.
too
She's
new.
had some work.
Yeah, she also got a lazy eye.
Nancy Ashram, how dare you guys?
They opened right up on her lazy eye.
remote control.
Nah, this is a new song. Who is this? One of the Jonas Brothers? What's going on?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, it's
got
Michael.
a-
His Twitter handle.
His name is Michael Kababi? Kebab?
من بين الكل سارق لي عيني وما في فل من حدك ما في من بين الكل
I usually like this music, but I hate this song.
This song sucks. This song does suck.
Pull up a different one. She's wearing like jorts.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up this song. That song fucking rules so hard.
Do you know what it's called?
I don't know what it's
It's
called.
her early stuff, huh?
It's her early shit, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta go to her YouTube. I gotta go to YouTube Music.
Yeah, I didn't like that song, and I'm like pretty easy to please with that stuff because I don't fully understand it.
I can't believe his closer was that bad. I cannot.
I speak Arab and I'm smart and funny too.
I really, bro, I cannot fucking get that.
Have you guys ever seen? Zach is a big fan of the Malaysian comic Harith Iskander.
Yeah, I watched his whole special.
How much does that rock?
It's like a king throwing himself a birthday party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is on. Okay. Tell me if you recognize.
Sounds like fucking Chemical
Prodigy.
Brothers. It's like an Arabic smack my bitch up. Ooh, I like those hits.
This song is so much better, and she looks. Because this is 21 years ago. She looks. Can you hear the melody?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. I'm disagreeing with you. You could have played any song.
I can hear it.
He was. This was the song, but this is. It's the equivalent of being like, what's it really? It's like, what if I did a closer where I did WAP, but about.
Right. What if that song was about me?
It's the laziest thing I've ever heard in my life. No, it's not a realistic premise.
Yeah, it's. What if it was Fack, funny ass comedian, and it was all about me?
Why would it be that way?
I got punchlines because I'm a funny ass comedian. I got premises because I'm a funny ass comedian.
Zero reason for the song to be about you, but what if it was? I think it'd go a little something like this.
Hit it! Oh yeah, that's the laziest thing ever.
One-ho, but I can't. Someday I'll tour with One-ho, maybe. Hopefully.
That's up there with dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, you're right.
Best bit ever.
You're right. Google the Rogan dollar bills clip if you guys want to watch a hilarious piece.
Papa Podcaster has one of the best bits I've ever seen in my life. Dollar bills, y'all. You don't need to pull it up, Tyler. We're encouraging the listeners at home to do it.
They can do that themselves.
We're not going to cross that line.
That's not our line to cross.
I see you.
That's not the war that I want to fight personally.
Yeah.
Been a good show. Let's close it out. It's getting kind of hot. Follow the show, all platforms. Check out the show notes for upcoming dates. I'm going to be in El Paso, July 5th through the 8th.
That should be nice.
Not July 5th, sorry, July 7th through the 8th. But it's gonna,
Even further into summer.
it's gonna be,
Even deeper into the heat.
it's going to be absolutely miserable. I do not look.
Are you doing a Juarez one-nighter on Wednesday before?
Well, I actually look forward to it, and I'll tell you why. It's a club. It's the comic strip. I went there previously and did not have a great time, and so I'm. It's like when you have like
Vengeance.
almost a chick where you're like, you know what? We fucked back before I knew how to fuck,
Right.
and now you're giving me another crack at it.
Yeah.
And that's the
Now we
attitude
eat
I
your
plan to
pussy
take
and
into it.
finger
Yeah.
you at the same time.
And so I'm sure I'll come back after that and tell you guys about how it was the worst weekend ever. But I'm really looking forward to it. Mashallah. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you have to plug?
Yeah, July 10th at the Tempe Improv. I'm going to be in San Francisco for 4 days at the end of June doing a bunch of shows. Beyond that, July 10th, Tempe Improv, June 26th to June 29th, San Francisco, and then also July 29th in LA at the Yard Theater. I'm doing Comedian Cinema Club, bunch of comics besides me getting drunk, reenacting Jurassic Park from memory.
Got anything, Tyler, my man?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Uncle Clyde's comedy contest.
I won that one time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good after
I think
seeing
they
the
paid me in
competition.
pizza.
Yeah.
No, I got $100.
Oh, sick.
I
See,
did
it's
get
worth
$100.
it. It's worth it.
Yeah, I won that at Flappers Claremont.
Oh, nice.
How many? We got to sell you some tickets here, Tyler. What's the deal?
Oh yeah, we need to sell some tickets.
Yeah.
I'll have the date coming soon and then my ticket promo code or whatever in the
Show notes. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I told Tyler if he did a bringer show, I would go.
I will go too. Tyler, I'll go and
I will not be judging you like you think I would be.
I'll go and I will act like I have no idea who you are, and I'll be talking to everybody about how much you're my
That fool
favorite.
was funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll keep saying your name repeatedly so people, when they have to vote for the person.
Tylenol.
That's my opener.
Oh, dude, that's great merch. You should sell Tylenol, actual Tylenol, at shows.
but the label is in Old English.
No, it's just Tylenol.
Just
Tylenol.
straight
Oh,
Tylenol, my man.
You don't have to fly with it. You can go to a CVS and pick it up.
People are going to need Tylenol eventually.
Hey, if you liked my set, I'll be at the back of the club selling Tylenol. Tylenol.
Yo, you go. It's Tylenol unopened. It's straight from CVS.
It hasn't been tampered with.
I marked it up modestly, but only to help me keep doing what I love doing.
In fact, if the seal has been tampered with, I suggest returning it back to CVS.
If you've been drinking tonight, I would not take any. Try tomorrow once the alcohol's out of your
It's
system.
a blood thinner.
It could be bad for your liver.
Yeah. For the old people, I have baby aspirin.
Longest close. He's done. He's already done the closer. He's done 4 minutes of pharmaceutical pitching.
I did a show at a bar in Orange County recently, and there had to have been 8 people there, and it was quiet the whole night. Everybody was bombing, and this one comedian pulls out his shirt, and he's like, "I'll be selling shirts at the back of the show."
Hell yeah, dude.
That fucking rules. This is what I'm talking. That guy lost money. That guy bought a bunch of shirts.
Yeah.
Who's I don't know who's
Sell
buying.
Tylenol.
Selling Tylenol. Everybody always needs Tylenol, baby.
Yeah.
Write that down. And by the way, you know how much you have to sell before Tylenol actually gets involved? Before Johnson & Johnson?
Oh, a ton.
Or whoever. You'll be a millionaire at that point.
Yeah.
It won't even matter.
I mean, just get I'm sure you can get some kind of
Costco membership.
rights to sell it.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. We'll collect everybody. If you're listening to the show, send us your empty Tylenol containers. We'll get a giant thing from Costco and we'll fill it up ourselves. People will think it's actual Tylenol.
Nice. Can we use that little thing that they use in the pharmacy? That little flat knife.
Oh, I love that. I love whenever the news footage cuts to them counting
and they
pills.
show the B-roll.
And they're using the knife and they're counting the pills.
yeah.
I love that thing, dude. I got to buy my one of those things, dude.
All right, shout out to
right.
Tylenol.
All right. Shout out to Tylenol on behalf of the Boner Nation. Peace be unto the Prophet.
Long live Ho Chi. What was his name?
Ron Choho.
Wan Ho Chung.
Wan Ho Chung. Oh, he's Latino.